Hello, thank you for finding the Healthy Butter channel. My name is Chris Butterworth. Today, we're going to review something that happened this weekend. Sometimes you get a case where the universe tells you that you're doing something right. And this weekend, I had a chance to experience some confirmation of the things we work on here at this channel. Now, I spent a lot of time talking about how father time beats us up. You get into your late 40s, your 50s, your 60s, and your body just doesn't work the way that it used to. You lose mobility, you lose flexibility, you lose a lot of these abilities that you used to have. And I had a crystallization of that when I turned 50. I had chronic back pain. My lower back hurt with everything I did. My shoulder wasn't right, ailments up and down. And I've spent a lot of time doing movement pattern based fitness, functional fitness, worry less about isolating specific muscles and strength, and worry more about overall body strength and movement and balance and function. And I feel today at 56 better than I did when I turned 50. I actually feel pretty good. I spend a lot of time on this channel. The goal of this channel is to share what I've learned. Because first of all, I want other people to feel confident to take this journey, that you don't have to live with pain and you don't have to have reduced mobility. And also, it's hard to put a program together. I struggled with what specific exercises to do, how much of them to do. There are 50 things online that you can look at and that you could be doing. And it's not to say one is better than the other, but you sometimes get a little confused about what should I be doing. There's only so many hours in the day, and you can't do all of the exercises. So how much is enough? What's good? What's bad? What's important? How to set it up? How many sets to do? How many things do I have to buy? So as I started this channel, the goal was to help other people get through the stuff that I had to learn the hard way. And I think it's very important. I want to get to my 60s and my 70s and my 80s and feel good. I don't want to be in pain every day. I want to retire and I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to walk up and down the hills in Italy, and I want to be able to walk up the steps to ancient tombs and pyramids and whatever it is, temples. I don't want to be limited by mobility issues, flexibility issues. So that's why we do what we do here. And I feel it's important, and I really want to share the stuff I've gone through, what worked, what didn't work. Well, this weekend, I had two different things happen that told me that this is important. And one of them is we went on a trip, we went on a weekend getaway to a mountain town, had some vineyards. We did some wine tasting. We went with a group of friends, and there were 5 couples, and then we met a whole bunch of other people there. Everybody in our group was between 50 and 65, and so at 56, I'm kind of in the middle of that group. And over the course of the weekend, it's a mountain town, so the main road is kind of at an angle, so it just feels like you're constantly walking uphill. At the top of the hill, there's then a hill, and there's a beautiful restaurant on the top of it, and they have a staircase that goes up. It's probably 6 to 8 flights of stairs, but it's all one long staircase. There's a few benches along the way so that people can take rest as they go up. There's also a gondola, and you can drive around the back and you can park at the top. But most people, you're in this town, you walk up the hill and then you walk up the steps. And as you watch people doing this, most people couldn't get up those steps. Our group started at the bottom, and by the time we got to the top, it was my wife and I and one other couple, and we just walked at a regular pace up the steps. Most of the people either were going really slow, everybody's huffing and puffing, people took breaks. And when you just compare not just our group, but when the people that we met and that we hung out, and you just watch people move and you hear people talk and you hear the groans and the aches, people our age are living with pain every day. You could just see the lack of movement. The time that it hit me the hardest, was when we had in our group, the girls were out doing something else and the guys were hanging around a table. We had some music going. We're sharing some drinks and just talking. And something fell off the table and it rolled in between two guys. And watching people try to lean over in their chair and reach down and get something that had fallen on the ground, it was painful to watch. And eventually I jumped out of my chair and just picked it up from these guys because it was hard. So I don't want to pretend that I'm in the top echelon, the top 1% of the 1% of everybody out there. I'm sure that I know that there are people that are more physically fit than I am. But in an average group, in an average setting, on an average weekend, it was amazing to see the difference my work has made in my life compared to what other people are looking like out there. So I can't encourage it enough. I want more people to do this. Movement, flexibility, balance in your body, rotation, being able to use your body like it was designed to be used is very important. And we're going to keep working on that here. The other thing I talk a lot about is how Father Time is a bad dude and he is undefeated. And you can't get away from Father Time. And sometimes things are going just great and Father Time comes down and messes you up and there's nothing you can do about it. And so after this whole weekend, walking up and down the hill, going up these stairs to the restaurant, and actually when we went up to the restaurant, my wife forgot her phone back at the hotel. So I jogged down the stairs back to the hotel and then jogged back up the stairs. And it was kind of a physical fitness test. I was proud of myself that I did it. I was in altitude and I ran these stairs. I was sweaty and out of breath, but I did it. But anyway, after the whole weekend of feeling great, we packed up Sunday morning. We went to breakfast with our friends. We loaded the car. We drove home. I got home. I unpacked. I did a bunch of household chores because that's what you have to do when you're gone for the weekend. And then we went to the grocery store. And as I'm walking around, I felt some tightness in the back of my leg. Thought, I guess that's from all the hills. And then I woke up yesterday morning, Monday morning, and my leg is just, something's not right. It's tweaky. It is tight and stiff and hurt. And so I've spent all yesterday and all this morning stretching it and trying to figure out what's wrong and what happened and where, how this came to be. So I think it feels a little better today than it did yesterday. I'm going to ride with it for a few days. I'm not going to go and see anybody right away. But again, I'm playing that game you play in your 50s of, is it permanent? What did I do? Why is this all messed up? So I think I skipped workout yesterday. I think I'm going to do a workout today, but it's going to be MACE. It's going to be, I'm just going to do 360s and then we'll add motion to workouts here over the next few days as it heals. But absolute validation that what we're doing here, Father Time beats us up, and the stuff that we're doing here helps fight it. So I'm going to continue to do this. I hope you find value. I hope you take the journey with me. I hope you're able to build your own program. If this is helpful at all, please like and subscribe, and we'll continue forward. Thanks a lot. Go get better.